and I'm here with Kristin MacRae from Organizing in RI. You're our organizing and efficiency expert.
Yes. Yep. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back again.
Yeah, every Thursday you're going to be here, except for those few days that you'll be outside enjoying yourself.
Yes.
So thanks so much for joining us.
Sure.
We're inside, but we have these beautiful windows, so we can enjoy the sunshine from inside.
Exactly.
So kind of nice.
Nice.
All right, so we're talking today about some ways to make your life less frantic and to get more organized. So how do you really know if you're frantic and you're feeling stressed?
When you're frantic and feeling stressed, let me give you a little scenario. When the organized person has her routines in place, has her systems in place, when a fire comes in or an outside stressor comes in, they handle that stress and go about their day unscathed.
It's fine.
And you're fine. When the disorganized person, when that outside stressor comes in, now they're looking for that item that somebody asked them to look for. They're running around frantically trying to get their kids' homework that the kids misplaced. So now they're running around trying to find different things. Now that's stressing them out. And what happens is when that outside stressor comes in, it takes them longer to recover from that situation.
Okay.
Where the organized person goes about their day, the disorganized person, that stress comes in, and now they've gotten themselves stressed out, worked up, and it takes them longer to recover. So if you're feeling like that, then your life's going to be a little chaotic. So we want to rein that in and get you organized and get you on systems and routines.
So it's really one minor thing just throws a spoke in the wheel. What's the phrase? It throws something in the wheel.
A wrench in the...
whatever that phrase is.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Exactly.
And it really just throws your whole day off and you can't really get back on track.
Wasted time, you're stressed out, your energy levels have, your stress levels have gone through the roof. Now it's to get back to it. Maybe you were working on a project, now you're distracted and you lost focus. So it's going to take you longer to recover.
Okay, so if you feel like that's you, which it is, that's definitely me, we're going to get you back on track. So we're going to talk about some ways to make things less chaotic, less frantic.
Yes.
So 7 things to help you feel less distressful. So we're talking about a place for everything. And that sounds simple enough until you really get into the root of it. So let's talk about that.
So a place for everything. A place for and these are all little tiny things, and people might be saying, just little things. What's the difference it's going to make? But when you add these little things throughout the day, throughout the week, you could save hours and you could save yourself a lot of stress at the end of the week. So even though we're talking about little tiny things, they all add up. So have a place for everything. Your keys, your phone. You have a place for your toothbrush, right?
Sure.
In your bathroom.
Hopefully,
yeah, right. So you have a place for your toothbrush. Why not have a place for everything else in your home that you're grabbing on a regular basis? Whatever it may be. Have a place for your files, your paper files, the computer, things that you grab on a regular basis. Actually, you should have a home for everything. Everything in your home should have a place. So that way when you need it, you go to it. Batteries, don't have them scattered all over the house. Now, something needs a battery, you don't know where the batteries are, now you've wasted time, now you're stressed out. If you just had that one place where all the batteries are kept, you go and get your battery, you put it in what you need to put it in, and then you go about your day, nice, without any stress. So a place for everything.
And what I found helpful for me is definitely having a place for my keys. Yes. Whether it's just like a little bucket by the door or a hook hanger, which sounds so simple, but when you are looking for your keys...
Again, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
It ruins everything.
When you're looking for a shoe, when you're heading out to an event, you have to touch 10 shoes to get to the one you want. You've just wasted 5 minutes. Again, it's all about that efficiency. How long does it take you to find something you're looking for? And if you're disorganized, you're wasting 5-10 minutes every day, every hour. So it adds up and it adds to that chaos in your life.
And I think one thing, too, is people have a hard time keeping up the organization. So maybe starting with the place for everything is okay, but keeping up the place for everything can be the trouble.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing, maintaining it.
Yeah.
I always talk about getting organized like a lifestyle change. It's a huge lifestyle change. Think about if you started an exercise regimen or a weight loss program. What does it take? It takes motivation, determination, discipline. All those things, you need those things for when you're getting organized too. So just know it's a lifestyle change and you're making a huge commitment, and in the end you're saving time, you have more money, less stress, and people will have more confidence in you. So all those things are all the benefits that will come into play.
And you'll feel better.
Oh, definitely.
And like you said, you can save money and you can save time just by getting
huge.
organized.
And that adds to the chaos. When you're losing time and money, it adds to the chaos in your life. Something these little simple things can add up.
How do you think you can save money?
Saving money in the kitchen, say you have a coupon for buy two, get two free. I don't know, like salad dressing.
Yeah, I have coupons everywhere. You know, you get those daily mailers and then you're like, oh yeah, I totally buy that stuff.
All right, so if you buy it, but then you bring it home, so you're bringing 4 things into the kitchen, into your disorganized food pantry, and you're putting 1 on every shelf. Now you go to organize your food pantry, and you realize all of these 4 salad dressings have expired. So you've just wasted money, where if your food pantry was organized, you'd be able to grab what you need, make your food shopping list, and you wouldn't waste money there. People waste money purchasing duplicate items. You go to look for, I have clients that have multiple pairs of the same shoes because they couldn't find their favorite pair, so they went out and bought the same pair again. So you're wasting money on duplicate items.
So when everything has a place, you can actually save money because you know where it's located.
Right, and a lot of times people go out and buy those impulse items. Also, when you're out without a list for food shopping or when you're clothes shopping, you impulse buy. And then you take it home and you're like, I really didn't need this, or it sits in the closet, and that's an impulse buy, and that's where you can save money too. All these little things.
All right, so the next one is routines.
Mm-hmm. You want to get in a routine. When you're organized, you have routines in place. Little things like doing the laundry, doing the dishes, routines before you go to bed, getting your clothes ready for the next day, getting your kids' backpacks ready for the next day. Just making to-do lists every week. There are so many routines that you can get into. When you make these easy things in your life real simple, when those big things come in, those stressors, it's so much easier to handle. So when you have the little things down, like little things like these routines and planning, then when you're hit with that stressor, it's not going to be such a big deal. And that's where the chaos again comes in, because you're just so frazzled. But when those routines are in place, you just go about your day. And
so do you think setting certain days of the week to do certain things really makes it easier? So say Sunday is laundry day, no matter what. Just do it, get it done, even if you don't have enough to do laundry, or because I can go like 3 weeks without doing laundry.
All right, yeah, that's fine. So,
but you think like every Sunday just do laundry, or every other day run the dishwasher, something like that.
Exactly, get in those routines, and then say something happens where you're working late and you can't get to it, but at least that routine is in place, so you can say, well, it was there, but I can move it to my to-do list for the next day. So having those routines, but then if something comes up where you can't get to it, you can say, all right, I know the routine's there, I'm going to plan to do it 2 days from now. But just knowing that you have that structure, it's routines and having that structure in place. So, for instance, I prepare my meals on Sunday for the week ahead. Okay. So every Sunday my meals are prepped. So that's one less thing I have to worry about during the week. When I come home from work and I don't feel like cooking, well, my meal's there that I've already prepped. So again, having those routines, having those systems in place.
What if you don't have time to do meal prep? Because meal prep is a good one, or if you just, if that's not your thing, what are some ways to work around that?
So when you say you don't have time, my thing goes
You're not organized? What if you don't want to make the time?
That's what it is. You
don't want to make the time. Because it's like, it's my weekend, I want to go have fun, I don't feel like spending 4 hours prepping my meals.
That's huge, because you say, I always ask, do you have the time, or you just don't feel like it? And most of the time, like if I don't feel like going to the gym, I don't have time to go to the gym. Well, I really didn't feel like it, to be honest with myself.
I just didn't have time. I was watching 4 hours of Netflix.
Exactly. So how many times do we give that excuse? Well, I don't have time. But you do have time. You just don't feel like it. But meal prep, less than an hour on a Sunday. That hour on a Sunday is going to help you throughout the week, because that's 1 less hour throughout every night that you're prepping your meals. So you have to kind of look at it that way, where I'm using an hour on the Sunday. Maybe I'll get up early and prep the meals, or maybe I'll wait till the evening to prep. But it's going to save me. You're going to think about the benefits of during the week, how much time it's going to save you during the week.
Okay. So you just have to get in the right mind frame.
Yes. You got to be ready. And that whole thing back to you got to be ready.
And you said mapping out household chores as well. So do you think about it and getting in the routine, maybe go like one room? Like, would that be a good way to map it out, or how it works for you?
Mapping out routines as opposed to like your laundry and your, whatever it is. Yeah. So put it on your to-do list. Like, put your to-do list that I'm going to tackle laundry today, or I'm going to go food shopping today to plan and prep for my meals. I'm going to the gym. Have it on your to-do list. Get that mental clutter out of your head and onto paper.
Great. Okay, the next one is plan and prepare, and we kind of talked about this. So the meal prep, clothes prep, that's a big one. People always told me when I woke up early, like, have your clothes out the night before, but then I would do that and then change my mind 15 times.
Yeah, and that's okay. Again, prep it, and then if you decide, oh, it's raining today, I don't want to wear that, but at least, again, that structure's there, you're on that routine. Maybe you don't want to wear it that day, but the outfit is there. You might just need to tweak it a little bit and get the shoes out so you're not, you have your shoes organized, everything's organized. Life is really, can be really simple. A lot of people tend to make it more complicated than it is. Again, it's that lifestyle change. It's going to be difficult in the beginning to get the people at home must be saying, "Oh my God, this is so much work to do this." But really, once you get all these systems in place, it's going to be easy. So just make the commitment to actually tackle this process initially, and then maintaining it will take a little work. But then know that you're setting yourself up for success.
And I think a lot of people, once they get in that frame of getting the clothes ready the night before, and people do it for their kids all the time.
Yeah, the backpacks, whatever it is, getting them ready, yes.
Okay, the next one is clear the mental clutter.
Huge. That's huge, clearing the mental clutter. How many people walking around not using calendars, not using to-do lists, and it's all up here? It's just another stressor. It makes your life chaotic because you're forgetting to do things because it's all up here.
Yeah.
We can only hold so much up here, and we want it to be the stuff that's really important. So like the little things, again, using that to-do list and writing the little things down, your calendar, writing the little things down, so that all that stuff is on a calendar, and it'll save you time, and just the important things will be floating around in your head. So.
Plus just the idea of writing things down or writing something in your phone helps you remember.
You'll feel so much better, and then it's not that, again, chaotic, stress, it's all up here. Get it out of your head and onto paper, and then you're never forgetting to do anything.
All right, so the next one we have is downsize. I think we can all downsize. I know I should downsize. It's hard to let stuff go, though. What do you mean? How do we downsize?
So I asked you, everybody, how much do you really need? And how much of it is complicating your life? Think about when you have a lot of decisions to make in the morning. Like you have your seasonal clothes, you have your winter clothes and your summer clothes in the same closet. I use this as an example. So you're not wearing your summer clothes right now, but they're in the closet. So how many of those summer clothes you have to touch or think about before you get to the winter clothes that you really need? Mm-hmm. It's all about making it easier to make decisions for yourself, making things simple. So get the summer clothes out of the closet right now. So you're just looking at the season you're in. You don't have to make a ton of decisions. Streamlining your house and having just what you need, it's going to make your life a lot simpler. The less decisions you have to make or contemplate, the easier your life is going to become and less chaotic your life will become.
It's so much easier to put the summer clothes somewhere else and bring out the winter clothes and then put the winter clothes away.
Right.
Except I realized something I learned when I moved to New England. Never put the winter stuff away until after Memorial Day.
Exactly.
I
you
learned
might
that
need
lesson.
it. You might need it. You might need it for a day like this. Those summer clothes for a day like this. Keep them handy just in case. Keep them nearby. But it's important to know that there's so much stuff in your house that you're not using.
Yeah.
So everybody should downsize. We have so much more stuff now than we had back in like the 70s and 80s.
It's so much stuff.
You'd think it'd be easier, but everybody's lives are getting more complicated. They're bringing in so much stuff into the house. We're buying stuff, internet shopping.
Oh boy.
Click, click, click. We'll buy it, and it comes in the house, and now we don't have a home for it, so it's just ending up in the spare room. So all these factors come into play, so everybody should downsize at some point. Not even downsize, but just declutter a little bit. Take inventory of your home. You were talking about maybe moving, and think about how long it would take you to pack up your house. And do you really need...
I don't want to.
Do you really need everything that you're packing up? So how much are you using on a regular basis?
Okay, so the next one is don't make things complicated.
Again, getting back to that. Life does not have to be that complicated. Streamline your processes, function like a well-oiled machine. Everything can be simple. Everybody feels like they need to make things like so complicated. I'm always about, if somebody's doing something in 10 steps, I'll say, like that old show, Name That Tune, I can get it down to 2 steps. You want to be as efficient as you can, and when you're complicating things, you can't be efficient. So you got to streamline your processes. Think about how you're functioning in your home and what you're doing in 10 steps that you can take down to 2 steps. And again, this takes work. I can just hear everybody at home going, this is just too much. Forget it, click, I'm going to turn this off. But it's not. The benefits are going to outweigh all this upfront stress.
So if we're making things more productive, or busy or productive, you said.
Same thing, yeah.
And the next one is let your kids help.
Yes.
Yeah, put the kids to work.
Exactly.
I like that.
Put them to work. If they're old enough, let them start prepping their backpack for the next day. Give them the independence doing their laundry, household chores, whatever it is. Let them start organizing their room. Let them have processes in place and routines in place. Just get them started as young as you can, because they're going to grow up to be these efficient and productive adults. And you don't want them to be in their 20s and 30s on their own and disorganized and not doing well because they're disorganized. So you want to give them some independence now when they're young, when they're starting to thrive and able to take on those tasks. So,
and then it helps give you a little less. It
Yeah.
helps take the pressure off you.
there's a chaos. Like if
Yeah.
you know the kids are taken care of and doing their own thing, then it alleviates that stress and that chaos in the home.
All right, Kristin, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
You're welcome.
So that was a little bit of advice on how to make your life a little less hectic and a little less chaotic. And we'll have all these tips on our website, golocalprof.com, and you can check out her website. We'll have a link as well for organizing in RI. All right, Kristin, thank you
Thanks,
so
Mom.
much.
Thank you.
You're going to be with us next
week,
Thursday
yes.
as well.
Come up with another good topic for next week.
Of course. I
All right.
always count on you. All right, Kristin,
Thank you.
Thank you